10 facts about Greenland that Americans need to know about. What did you hear about Greenland? The good, the bad, or the ugly? Perhaps you considered having your next vacation there after finding out about its breath-catching Aurora Borealis. Or maybe you freaked out when you learned that its winters are dark, violent, and almost endless. Whatever the case, there is more to this island than its snow and freezing temperatures. In this video, we are going to be revealing 10 important facts about Greenland that Americans need to know about. 10. A language rich in history. Being a multilingual society, Greenlandic, Danish, and English are commonly spoken. However, Greenlandic remains the region's official language. Also known as Kalaallisut, it is part of the Inuit language family and similar to languages spoken in Canada and Alaska. Did you know? The words kayak and igloo are both Greenlandic-rooted words borrowed by other languages. Kindly note that the term Eskimo is considered offensive. Inuit or Kalaallit are preferred options. Greenland takes pride in maintaining its identity despite experiencing subjugation from the Danish government in the early 18th century. Thus, it comes as no surprise that after Denmark granted it home rule, Greenland has seen to it that schools teach Greenlandic side by side with Danish and English. The result of this is a language and culture that remains preserved despite the threats aimed at it. 9. No roads between towns. Unlike most countries, Greenland does not have highways and railways that connect cities and towns. No, its government didn't embezzle funds for infrastructure. Rather, there are no roads or railways linking communities because of the rugged terrain, scattered settlements, and a massive ice sheet. Consequently, Greenlanders must travel between towns by means of boats, helicopters, small aircrafts, and in some cases, sled dogs or snowmobiles. Boats outnumber cars in most towns, and smaller communities often have no cars at all. This reliance on the sea for mobility emphasizes Greenlanders' adaptability in such a unique landscape. On the other side of the coin, this means that even the shortest trips are beyond just moving from one place to another. They are, in fact, an adventurous experience requiring courage. Intending immigrants are eventually turned off by this knowledge, inherently making Greenland one of the most isolated places on Earth. 8. The culture is unique. Although Greenland is a multilingual society, nearly 90% of its population is of Inuit origin. This large percentage is made up of the Greenlandic Inuit people, who are also known as the Kalaallits. As indigenes, they have lived on the icy island for thousands of years, sustaining themselves through hunting, gathering, and fishing in the Arctic and North Atlantic Oceans respectively. Clearly, this is reflected in the country's popular delicacies like suasat, a soup made from the meat of seals, whales, reindeer, or seabirds. The Inuit culture and economy revolve around the environment of Greenland. Due to the Arctic nature of this region, subsistence living and sustainable practices are the key to survival. The Kalaallits also have a rich oral tradition, passing down history, stories, and myths from one generation to another. Despite increasing modern influences, Greenlandic communities continue to thrive and preserve their heritage by means of music, art, and festivals. 7. It's not as big as it looks. While it is true that Greenland is the world's largest island, what is not true is that it is equivalent to a continent. Even though it is very great in size and surpasses Australia in area, it is only an island. In some maps, it appears to be the same size as Africa, which is downright misleading. While Greenland covers over 836,000 miles, Africa covers 11,724,000 square miles, making it 14 times larger than Greenland. As a matter of fact, the Democratic Republic of Congo and Algeria are independently larger than Greenland, but they often look small in comparison when displayed on a Mercator map. Ironically, Greenland's population is not proportional to its size. Only about 56,000 people reside there. 6. It is pretty isolated. Known for its extremely cold climate, it comes as no surprise that Greenland is one of the places least considered for relocation, or at the very least, vacation. It is cold all year round, thanks to the Arctic Ocean surrounding it. Temperatures can drop as low as -40 degrees Fahrenheit in some areas during winter, whereas during summer, temperature can range from 32 degrees Fahrenheit to 50 degrees Fahrenheit. According to Encyclopedia Britannica, the population growth of the island was 0 at the beginning of the 21st century. If about 80% of the country's total land area of 836,300 square miles is covered by ice sheet, then it can only mean that 20% of it is filled with humans. Today, no more than 56,000 people live in Greenland, making its population about 157 times smaller than London's. 5. July is the only month when temperatures reach above freezing. July is typically the warmest month in Greenland. The temperature reaches around during the daytime but drops to a chilly at night. Instead of strong winds, what you get is a gentle breeze that increases to moderate sometimes. However, the southern coastal regions may see slightly warmer temperatures in June and August as well. 4. The sun shines for 2 months straight. Yes, you heard right. According to Denmark's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the sun shines non-stop from May 25th to July 25th. During that 2-month period of summer, the island experiences a phenomenon known as the midnight sun, where the sun doesn't set for weeks. This continuous daylight allows for endless exploration and activities during the summer months. On the flip side, constant exposure to sunlight confuses the body by causing the brain to produce less melatonin and tampers with its circadian rhythm. Thus, it is more difficult to go to sleep. 3. A giant among islands. With a total land area of 836,300 square miles, Greenland has rightly earned the status of the world's largest island. This means that it is bigger than France, Germany, and about 3 times the size of Texas. Although about 80% of the island is covered with ice, the remaining land area is comparable in size to Sweden. Notably, Greenland's vastness and mystery draws scientists and adventurers to visit and study the island. 2. Greenland wasn't always frozen. To imagine that Greenland was largely ice-free once upon a time is mind-boggling. So, if Greenland wasn't always frosty, where did all the ice come from? History has it that millions of years ago, the island was a warmer, verdant, lush paradise with a much different ecosystem. During the Eocene epoch period, which is about 56 to 34 million years ago, Greenland had a subtropical climate and luxuriant forests teeming with wildlife like crocodiles and alligators. Since these animals are naturally found in tropical or subtropical environments, it would have been unlikely for them to survive in Greenland's present climate. Still doubtful? Well, scientists have discovered plant fossils including palm fronds and temperate tree species in the sedimentary layers deep beneath Greenland's ice that point to a time when Greenland's climate was favorable for growing large forests. Then, around 20,000 years ago, the last ice age transformed Greenland into an icy wilderness. Thereafter, an Icelandic explorer known as Eric the Red named the island Greenland in a bid to attract other settlers like him. It is worthy of note that during summer, southern Greenland has features like lush landscapes and pastures, evidences of an ancient paradise. Certainly, we can conclude the name Greenland isn't entirely ironic. 1. Why the US wants Greenland. If Greenland is frigid, geographically remote, and an autonomous state of Denmark, why then does the US want it? Although it is located in the far northeastern part of North America, there's more to why it attracts interest from the US apart from its strategic position, which offers control over the Arctic. While also providing an excellent view for monitoring global activities, it is in fact home to rare earth minerals used for the production of technologies such as smartphones and electric vehicles. As global temperatures rise, Greenland's ice sheet is melting at an accelerated rate. In turn, the resources are becoming more accessible. All in all, Greenland's residents are uninterested in selling their land. Truly, Greenland doesn't deserve to be synonymous only with ice and brutal winters. It is one of the most unique and fascinating places in the world. As seen in this video, its rich history, energetic culture, and strategic location makes it both a beautiful and complex Arctic wonder. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.